Good evening, dear affirmative team. Yeah, excellent. Negative team. Ladies and gentlemen participating in the audience, I am Mr. McElroy, and I will be moderating this debate. The proposition before us today: is it humane to restrict people's freedom of movement? The issue before us today addresses the ability of people to move freely within and beyond the borders of their nation of origin. Whether as a refugee, a traveler, or as an employee, every nation is attempting to balance the sovereign rights of their citizens with the security of its borders in the most challenging, complex, and interconnected time in human history. Eighth graders will present opinions on both sides of this issue, contributing in their own way to a global conversation. The format of the debate is as follows. Each team will receive 3 minutes for opening statements, 2 minutes for rebuttals, up to 4 minutes for question and answer, and then 3 minutes for closing. This time cannot be traded or shared. When you reach 30 seconds, I will knock on the table, and I will knock again when your time is up. You will address me as Mr. Chairman, and address each other as the affirmative, negative, or the opposition. Are you ready? Any questions before we begin? Let us begin.
Dear ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I'm here to present the opening statements for the affirmative side. Restriction of freedom of movement is humane. Imagine you're living at the border of a country and you see refugees running towards you, seeking refuge. Your natural instinct as a human being is to get them across and help them, provide them with food and shelter. And you think that they're going to thank you and repay you, but you're wrong. They turn into terrorists and stab you in the back. They burn your country down and murder your friends. Not one bit of gratitude. Only hate towards your country and a sick desire of revenge. They instill and spread fear everywhere. People killed, order lost, buildings abandoned, all because you tried to show an act of kindness. In the Migration Watch UK, a study showed that 3/4 of the jobs in the UK were taken by immigrants from other countries. If you were born in UK, imagine your job taken by someone that's not even from your country. According to the Ohio State University, virus and diseases spread faster through a higher populated region. If your country keeps letting immigrants in, you're only gonna add to your country's population. Therefore, diseases and viruses can easily be spread to many people in your country. According to CDC, there's about 1 outbreak every day. Sometimes there are more than 6 per day. Julian Paris survived the Bataclan terrorist attack that happened in Paris, and he had to fake his death in order to save his life. He stumbled over a woman that was just shot, and he watched in horror as she bled from her artery from her leg. He had to drag her onto the street and call a cab to get her to the hospital. Paris says that he is constantly haunted from the experience. This poor man's life, haunted because we recklessly let people into our country, because of freedom of movement. Freedom of movement is a virus. Once you allow it, it slowly decays you from the inside, causing chaos and anarchy. What is the best way to counter a virus? We restrict it. We stop its movement. We all know that this leads to a better way of life. It is what we need to build a safe and globalized community. Ladies and gentlemen, restriction of freedom of movement is humane. This is what we all know deep in our heart. Thank you.